I don't like what and I don't ever say it, and I don't like participate in it outwardly, which may be even a stupid thing. I get your opinion on it. It's like, what, you're trying to like regulate your mind and your thoughts, and I don't like saying this, but dude, I'd be judgmental as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that I don't like is that there are people I've got along with solely because of our abilities and the fun we have of discussing other people's behaviors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a human thing.
I know.
Give us some examples of the judgment.
Okay, so, oh god, so all right, here's one. I don't think they'll listen to it, but this person had this video. It was from on some Facebook reel thing, and he's just like, I can't wait to get off drug court, and it was like, I don't know, something fucking stupid. Like it was like 420 doctor Facebook reels or whatever, and it was like this wax that was being crushed up, and he was just like, and he showed me it, and he was like, is it bad that, I'm looking at this stuff? I go, yeah, probably. I don't know what your relationship with weed is, but so that's probably not good since you're in a treatment facility.
Mm-hmm.
And he was kind of like, fuck you. And I go, were you asking me for my opinion or my approval? And I felt I handled that well
Mm-hmm.
because that's what I actually meant. Maybe I could have been nicer. I don't think I deserve to be. I think to be blunt is the way this person would take it. Fine. Now, to discuss the play-by-play with someone else afterwards, and I was like, this motherfucker I know was just looking for me to be like, it's okay, and just discussing it with someone else afterwards, just getting into it. It's almost like how you replay an argument in your head, but you do it with someone else. Like I was going through this, and I was like, and then it extrapolated into like, a lot of people do this, and this is the form they do this elsewhere. Like they always, they'll talk about like their significant other or a person they like, and then they'll look at you, and like they'll want this approval for this thing. And I was like, I can't believe people be doing that. I do it in some form, and I can't name it right now, and just like it's been stuff like that where it's like to honestly never try to be a way where I don't change the way I talk in reason. Whoever comes up to me in this setting, I never have to go, shh, they're coming over here or anything like that.
That's a good goal to have socially.
Right. Because the problem is that a lot of times I am right. Like, it's not because I'm a super genius guy. It's because, if anything, it's because of how little I learn over the years. Because I've been in these there are personalities you see in treatment and just in addiction in general that are just, they're
repulsive?
Same personalities, they're templates, and they just come in the forms of different people.
Yeah,
Not even repulsive, but there is
like archetypes.
There is the person that the female like that gets clean and sober, and then all of their value, they have such low self-worth that all their value is now in men. And they follow that pattern. There is the guy who is trying to get sober, but will not let go of not the street life, but the street persona, and still handles. Now he has to work, as an assistant manager at fucking Hardee's, and you can't can't punk people out or bitch people out.
Yeah.
There's the person that completely, not in a good way, in a dependent way, that will jump into AA or jump into God. Look at the fucking tattoo that I'm not religious, I'm spiritual, bro.
But that born again energy.
That born again. It's like someone used to make the joke that the worst outcome of addiction is you become religious. But no, it's but not just that. Yes, it's not even the religious thing. Religion's totally fine. It's the born again heat. And so. It's hard because I've seen these play out over and over and over again, and they get easier to spot, or sometimes they're just more exaggerated, and it's like, dude, they're their own person. You don't know they are this way.
What archetype are you?
I think I'm the you know what I remember you mentioned earlier, the detachment thing, which I wanted to make this analogy. I'll make it now because I've forgotten. I thought it's a good one. That detachment thing from everything being ironic and fucking making the jerk off motion basically the life. It's like the guy that's still a personality, and it's like the guy who goes, I don't give a shit, and he has sweatpants and just a backwards hat and just a whatever shirt, but that's still an outfit he picked out.
Yeah.
It's like you're still putting on an outfit.
You can't escape it.
You're just. And so anyway, I don't say I'm quite like that. I'm the person that is jaded and in healthy times, in healthy ways, but then sometimes unhealthy ways, quote unquote, keep it real. And I'm not the person who's saying I'm about to keep it real right now. I don't say it like that, but I look at the like for instance, that thing I brought up earlier, where I go, I didn't bring myself here. I'm not here on my own accord. My consequences brought me here.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people sometimes kind of look at me like, because I say that thing, and you're basically challenging that. I know I've leaned more into that, where I'm not so much. I think almost in some ways challenging things because I'm just irritating seeing it over and over again, which is my fault for putting myself in that position. And it totally works for a lot of people too. They're not all maladaptive, but also because I'm a little bored in a certain way. Like honestly, sometimes where like, yeah, and so I'm that person who is fighting aggressively to change the way they are and give in and surrender because I know I have to, but wants to be detached from it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, and especially when it comes recovery is a different animal too because if you adopt an ultimately empty sort of persona of the way you're living or an attitude towards life, it can mean death for you almost. Like, you know, it leads you to relapse if like you've just gone all in on this A stuff, you get burned out and you're like, fuck, what do I do now? I don't like this stuff doesn't resonate with me more. Now I've established my whole identity for this. So there is real risk to it. It's not just being embarrassed.
Absolutely.
But and so I think I fear that and there are a lot of other things too where it's just like I really truly struggle. The faith thing is so important in a lot of this shit. And man, I try. I was like, oh yeah, one thing I forgot to tell you is that for like 2 weeks straight, I even got on my knees and blew a guy. No, prayed on the knees, finger yes, and I did it, and I was like, David, don't do it in a fucking voice. We're like, don't do that, David. Do this shit earnestly. All right, and I did that, and I really didn't get anything out of it.
Yeah.
You know, and I just there's been so many moments. I was laughing with somebody yesterday where I was just like, there was moments where I've been in this like horrible position of despair, but then I felt this weird out of nowhere uplifting feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And in recovery, they talk a lot about people change when they have this spiritual experience of some sort. It doesn't have to be all God related, but it's just a psychic change. And there's times I'd be sitting there, like, here it comes, closing my eyes, taking one peek out of an eye, looking around, like, here it comes, oh boy, I can't wait. And then I'm like, fucking nothing's coming. God damn it.
Yeah.
You know, and so I've just, like partly the jaded and just the, you know.
That's the modern situation. Like there's a part of you that would like to believe, that would like that structure and that comfort and that stability and that anchor in your life, but no matter that you want it, you can't have it.
You can't. You don't get to dictate when it comes to
you,
if
are,
it comes to you.
You are basically out of the time zone, the ideological and material conditions where you could truly believe. That's the situation of modern man, right? After the Nietzschean death of God, is like you've lost that anchor. Sometimes you want it, you see the benefits of it, you reach out for it, but it's totally gone. You can't go back. So I think that's interesting. We've talked about that before on the show, and we'll probably talk about it in the future. But for
being judgmental.
For my answer, being judgmental.
Being a dickhead.